As Meredith lay unconscious at Grey Sloan, she was transported once again to her COVID dream, where she saw a figure leaning over the side of the lifeguard station on the beach. "Excuse me," she yells toward the shadowed figure. As the camera pans closer, it becomes clear it's George. George asks, slightly confused. "What are you doing here?" Meredith and George pick up right where they left off, as if no time had passed between them. "Derek said the sand isn't real," Meredith says, not believing it to be true. "Yeah, nope." George confirms. "It is nice though. I wouldn't want to leave either." The two friends catch up on all that's happened since his premature death, most notably Meredith's 3 kids. "You didn't meet them," she mentions, prompting George to reply, "I check in sometimes." "Excuse us, that's just our hearts breaking into a billion little pieces." After a beat, Meredith asks the proverbial question about the afterlife. "Do I choose? Do I get to decide?" "I don't know." "I didn't," George answers truthfully, referencing the brutal accident that left him unrecognizable. "I would have stayed if I could have." Different for everyone though. In a cathartic conversation between the pair as they walk side by side near the water, Meredith and George discuss grief and how different people handle loss. They also talk about George's funeral, which saw the surviving class of interns laughing and smiling in an attempt to celebrate the life he led. "I was devastated when you died," Meredith recalls. "You were cracking up at my funeral." George brings up, later adding, "That made me happy. I was devastated and then I was okay." Even with Derek, eventually, you go on. And the kids would go on, Meredith says. Later, George asks Meredith if she still dances it out, a favorite pastime of Meredith and her person, Christina, when they're feeling stressed or down. "No, not so much anymore," Meredith replies, citing Christina's absence as the primary reason why. "She didn't die," George reminds her. "It's what I miss about being alive. Dancing, laughing, till you cry, food, the crunch of cereal when you eat it out of the box. The feel of clean sheets at the end of a long day." Moments later, Weber James Pickens Jr. appears alongside George and Meredith beachside, as Meredith goes in and out of her comatose state. "If you stay here, it might break him," George tells Meredith. Knight played George for the first 5 seasons on Old Friends Are the Best Friends at T.R.Knight, but like we aren't old, we've just known each other for a very long time. Yes, that's it. Pompeo captioned the smiley photo on Instagram back in March. Kevin McKidd, who directed the last episode, played coy when asked if McDreamy's appearance opened the door for more returns down the line, only saying that Dempsey's return is just the tip of the iceberg. "I know nothing," he quipped, pausing for a moment before hinting that he knows more than he's letting on. Maybe. This video is unavailable because we were unable to load a message from our sponsors. If you are using ad blocking software, please disable it and reload the page. To stay up to date on breaking TV news, sign up for ET's daily newsletter.